What did you just say?
I said your dream stinks.
He said it again. Come here.
What's up, Lorcana community? This is Jake with Team Snuggly Duckling, and today we have some hot topics to talk about. Like always, this community just never stops. And today, I have Taylor, Jimmy, Robbie with me, and we're going to be chatting it up about some of these topics. But the first thing we want to get into is a little bit of a recap of what happened at the PPG event. We'll talk about, the players that did well. We'll talk about how the event went and a little bit about what we saw in the meta there. So first I want to just dig in and say Jordan fucking kicked ass, y'all. Like, I don't know what it is. PPG and him, they mesh. Like, he does super well at these events. Texas is another place that he does extremely well at. And kudos to Jordan. He's not here right now because he literally just drove back from Colorado today, I believe. So he extended his little vacation, had a good time with his girlfriend and family up there. So great job. He kicked ass. I know he played Blurple. I know he played quite a few tough matchups that he didn't really want to see. Ultimately losing to I'd say the best player there, Sky, who played Amber Steel Aggro, which, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose against that deck. It's not really, in your hands, sometimes. But Taylor, you got anything to recap on the PPG event that you want to talk about?
No, it all went really smoothly. No. I mean, let's talk. We got to jump into the main thing that has happened, and that is the Play Hub. The Play Hub is an outright disaster. Multiple events in a row where it failed for whatever reason in round 2. Honestly, it's very odd. I don't understand that, to be quite frank about it. Anyone's guess is as good as mine. It's pretty bad. Do not recommend using that for the upcoming DLC. Makes me extremely, extremely nervous. Petrified about what's going to happen there. I don't get it. We had problems last night playing locals. I had
11 people.
11 people. Round 2, it just wouldn't start. Like, it erased the data of round 1, which is not what's happened at these events. It's always been like the round 2 curse, but here we are. I don't know. It's awful. It's pretty awful, and they have to come up with a solution. I have zero confidence that it should be used. I don't think it's going to be used at this point in time. I know that's probably like extreme to some degree because what else are we supposed to do? I don't know, but they're gonna have to figure out something. This is really, really rough, very bad. I don't know what they're going to do. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, PlayHub has not been really working. I don't even want to say working well, or it's like it's just not working. Like, it's not. We have trouble getting in. We have trouble going through the rounds, and like if there was a door to get out of it, I don't think we would be able to get out of it either. So. Fucking fix this shit, please. Like, it's ridiculous that we are dealing with these I don't know, this program that just doesn't work, causing y'all headache, causing us headaches, causing people to accuse PPG of running a terrible event. Don't go to these events because Play Hub, blah blah blah. Like, the same thing happened at CCS. It's kind of disgusting. So get on it, fix it. You have the stress test did well, right? I don't know what the
greatest stress test of all time.
What what did they do? Like, what was the stress test for? But yeah, good point, Taylor. They need to fix it.
Pretty bad.
I'll move on to Jimmy, and we'll talk a little bit less about the Play Hub and a little bit about what Jimmy loves, which is this meta, man. Don't you love this meta, Jimmy?
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. It's wonderful.
So, were you
But I mean,
surprised to
it's
see
it's
Amber-
getting better.
Yeah, okay.
It's getting better. I mean, the games still suck, but it's getting better.
Yeah.
At least now there's 4 main decks.
Which
and
are?
They're all playable. Purple Steel, Blurple, Blue Green, and Amber Steel.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you
And
missed one.
I feel like they all we have that circle of life, you know, everything has its predator in the meta right now.
Yeah.
Where Amber Steel wants to avoid the Baja Blast or Bleam, whatever you want to call it.
Bling.
Bleam, yeah, Bleam. I'm a Baja Blast
Cow
guy.
Control.
Forever Baja Blast. But
Blue.
Jimmy, if you were to play at another big event, what are you calling? And then let's say in the EU, what do you think you were going to see the most of? That's actually going to make top 16, or maybe even just day 2. What do you expect to see the most of?
Probably Blurple, but it could be Amber Steel. It's gonna be I think in the bigger event, it's gonna be closer to even across the board.
Sure.
I think there's gonna be a lot more Purple Steel in Europe than there is in NA. Is my guess. And also it comes down to build and card choices in all these decks.
Yeah,
Because you can definitely play blue green, like the one that Zan and Jeremy played, the high 5 version, where they were playing without bend.
yes,
But then as the format changes, like you're going to need to put bend in the deck if there's going to be more blue green and more Blurple because it's really good against the mirror.
yeah.
In the purple steel, like there's all different, you can play the evasive version, the illusion version. So it just you just got to get lucky on matchups a lot of the times.
There's
You
a
just gotta
deck
know
out
your
there
deck.
that's sneaking up though right now. The Sea Dogs, man. I've been seeing quite a bit of
Yeah.
Sea Dogs running around, and that's I don't know how it plays into everything. I know it beats the crap out of Amber Steel. It can go under Blurple. It probably has a bad matchup against the Purple Steel and the. I just don't know. I haven't seen enough of it, and Taylor over here is just he's working with sticks and stones in the technology age with red purple. I just feel bad for him, but he says he's cooking. But Robbie, let's hear your take on this meta. What do you, if you were going to go to a major event like PBG or something like that, what would you be playing at this point?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
I hate
Recap our
this meta.
conversation.
I
from this
really,
one.
yeah, I'm not. Look, dude, I've played a little bit of everything. I've played blue green. I've played purple steel. I've played amber steel, which I'll never touch again. Tried it over 4 games, and I was like, I shoot myself before I play this shit again. I hate amber steel. I played Blurple a good bit. I went heavily into blue steel, in the beginning, and took second at our first event we had with it. I didn't do bad with it. It's a good deck. It's just not. You lose 1 Scar. If you can get Scar to go off, it's great.
Yeah,
and if you can't get Scar to go off, it's terrible. Especially if you don't hit your docks. So I have absolutely zero idea. I know we talking about going to Waco. I have absolutely zero idea what I'm gonna play.
Yeah, and that was going to be the next thing I was going to bring up is we plan to hit Waco, and there's just a lot of, I don't know, with Amber Steel winning the past event, I feel like the event is just going to be a lot of Amber Steel, so maybe the better call would be green-blue at this point, but I feel like playing what you're comfortable with is probably the best no matter what. Regardless of what the meta is turning into. So maybe just kind of predict and play some spice cards towards what you think is going to be the best is my take for the next couple of big events that are going to happen here. But yeah, we just to move on to the next topic, we got some new rules from Ravensburger, man. These guys and their rules, they're doing great with these rules. I'll start it. Well, actually, you know what? I have negative things to say about it. So we'll let Jimmy go first. Do you have any specific rules that you maybe appreciated or liked that they said, or just didn't really like? What you got for me, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm pretty indifferent for the electronic rule that everybody seems to be upset about. I mean, I'm always going to take paper notes because you have to have a ledger. That's the biggest thing. Anyone who is remotely, like, not new to TCGs or is highly competitive is not going to use an electronic one.
Yeah.
They're going to be using paper to have that ledger because that's super important. If anything discrepancies come up, to be able to go back and figure it out.
Yeah. So with the electronic devices being legal, you're actually allowed to look up cards during the game to figure out what they do before your opponent plays them. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments here. What's the difference between me writing down on a piece of paper, Under the Sea is uninkable 8 and does this, Hades 7 uninkable does this? Like, what's the difference? And they don't want us to take notes on paper, but they're going to allow us to stall the game, look through a guided electronic device, and find a card. Help me out there. Like, any of y'all help me out. Explain how that is different.
I don't think anyone's doing that.
Wait,
That's
what?
not the problem. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem with using an electronic device is, one, it's your problem for you, because, as in, like, yourself, you do not have a history of the match, like Jimmy is saying. That's the largest thing. It's almost like a trap. The other biggest thing, though, to me, is that they need to specify something, because basically the rule is just saying that you can use it. They want the companion app to be used during the game. That's the whole point. Like, hey, we have this thing, use it.
But we can't.
It's just not specific enough. Forget notes. You could, in real time, build your opponent's deck right now.
Yeah.
And you can remember what they ink, and you can go to the deck builder and take a second to do that. Now, is that going to take forever? It could. It just isn't specific enough. And I think that's everyone's like largest problem. It enables you to get an advantage in the game. Now you can say, well, both players have access to this. That's true. I mean, there's really no doubt about that.
You're not getting 3 games.
But what's going to end up happening is someone is going to pick up their phone, like so, to go type something, and they're going to say, hey, what are you doing? They're going to call a judge, and then they're going to say, I think they were looking up something online or texting their friend who might be observing or something along those lines. It opens up a world of excuses and problems that it's not the intent. It's not what they're trying to do, right? They didn't say, like, oh, let's screw everything up. But it's going to happen. My advice would be, if you're playing against somebody and they're using an electronic device, I would, if they pick it up and start typing or answer a phone call, any of these things are possible, I would call a judge over. I don't know who they're talking to. I don't know what's going on. This seems odd. They're slow playing because they're distracted. Any of these things are there. You can't call a judge and say they're using their phone. They can. You have to make it something different, which is they're slow playing, something along those lines. And I'm not really trying to be that person with this, but I foresee larger problems occurring because of it. There's just too many things can happen by doing this.
Yeah. Well, Robbie, you got any rules or any of the new things that they came out with that you got a problem
Yeah, I'm glad
with?
they can't none of y'all smoke no more. I'm glad y'all can't smoke no more. Y'all can't vape no more. Y'all can't drink no more. I'm probably the only person in all of Lorcana who saw that and was like, yeah. Because y'all know I'm always on y'all. I'm always on y'all ass. I'm like, stop vaping. Stop smoking. Y'all outside. Kids could see y'all. Which granted, I did like it wasn't that serious to me. I was just like messing with y'all. But when I saw that shit, I was like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because now I get to literally be like, it's in the rules. It's in the rules. Don't be a rule breaker.
So I don't know if they like Jimmy was saying earlier, I don't think you can get like round losses or anything like that. I think it's more of just like we're not going to promote your team and you won't ever be on stream. Period.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the punishment there for that. Which I hate to say it, there's probably a lot of people that are like, we don't give a shit. Like we're going to sit outside and smoke our cigarettes with our team jersey on, and we don't care. But luckily, you know, I know it's a Disney card game. It's a little bit different from most card games, unless you're playing Hello Kitty Adventure Island card game or something like that.
Island Adventure. Adventure.
I think it's a
It's a
decent
real game.
Huh?
Yeah, Hello Kitty. Yeah, so
It's
it
a
was. So
computer
hold
game.
on. No, so we're gonna go back a little bit. So it was a South Park reference. It was a South Park. No. It was a South Park reference, right? So
Yeah.
Cartman, that's when they play World of Warcraft, and Cartman goes to Bud's house and was like, "I thought you played World of Warcraft," and he was like, "No, I'm too busy playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure." And like 3 months ago for the Switch 2, they were like, "Now introducing Hello Kitty Island Adventure." I'm like, well, yeah, like literally, South Park gave you a game.
That's hilarious.
That's so off topic.
But
But I'll never
Yeah.
forget that episode of South Park.
I'll talk a little bit about the phone rule. I have, you know, some different takes than Taylor. I personally watch people click their lore button, and sometimes it adds 2 lore, sometimes 3, with 1 click of a button. Depending on how old or how new your phone is, this button can be devastating to your game. And how are you going to be able to walk that back in front of a judge? Is it going to be a he said, she said, they said situation? Like, what is going to happen when this shit happens when 2 people have their phones and they have 2 different numbers? Like, how are they going to track this back? Like, I don't think they're going to. I think they're just both going to get a round loss, and the judges should say, don't use your phones. Even though we allow it, don't use them. I just think it's like you said, it's a trap all around. Like, it's just a huge freaking trap for players. Please,
It's going to be a problem. It's
Player.
going to be a problem.
don't use your damn phones. Like, don't. It's not going to work. It's going to cause so many more issues for you. All the best players that you can watch aren't going to be using their phones. So if you want to be a part of those best player crew, you need to not use your damn phone, okay? Act like this is you're back in high school where they see your damn phone, you get into suspended, you get into detention, you're getting your phone taken away. Just act like that, because this is going to cause delays in the DLC and major events. It's going to just really cause a lot of freaking issues that I don't personally want to deal with. I know everyone here doesn't want to wait 20, 30 minutes past the round timer for some Jimmy or, you know, Larry wanted to use his phone for freaking...
Always Jimmy.
Always.
I do like the ability to look up cards.
Okay.
To know what they do.
But that-
Especially as time goes on, and especially in Infinity. There's
Okay.
going to be so many different cards being played.
Are you going to use it for lore, Jimmy?
This actually happened to me. Is if I would have known the actual shift of a card, I would have played the game differently. Would have won, or I still won, but it's because he bricked on ink. But I had the choice to kill either a baby Clarabelle or a baby Ursula, because I thought the big Ursula was shift 4 and Clarabelle was shift 5. So I wanted to make sure he couldn't shift at all that turn.
Right.
So I killed the Ursula, even though they're both shift 5.
Yeah.
And Clarabelle just wins in the game, so I definitely would have killed that one.
Oh, man.
But
Yeah.
being able to look that up on the fly real quick would have been nice.
Yeah.
Like,
So...
with-
Go ahead.
There's,
Go ahead, Robert.
I mean, look, Jill, I don't have the development background Jimmy has, but I have a small one compared to Jimmy. You're not gonna tell me there's not a way they can make another program. Like, they could easily make a database that before the tournament even starts, you gotta punch in a code to get access to it, and everybody gets the code. And at the end of the round, it resets the entire program, the app all over again, so you can't save nothing to anything. And then at the next round starts, you can open up the app again, punch in the new round code, and then you can look at the database again.
They have
Like, it wouldn't be like extreme. It wouldn't be the easiest thing in the world. But like, yeah, you're not
Robbie,
wrong.
they can't get Play Hub to work.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you. I don't know. I just.
Yeah, I was.
The whole thing's
Speaking of PlayHub, little backtrack.
Go ahead.
We were doing the stress test. Someone put like when they're doing the Discord, everybody's putting their errors in to see, and then so someone put an error in, and I was like, okay, that's a pretty standard development error, like simple solution, and then someone responded with their solution, and it was like, I was like, okay, I dropped, stopped paying attention. I was like, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, I'm just done.
No, it's bad.
I was, yep.
They can't use.
I don't know who's in charge of
I'm
development.
not gonna. I mean, there's
I'm
a
assuming
lot
the people
of
responding were not actual developers and were just
let me-
customer
Right.
service people.
Right.
So
Let me say
the
this.
doubt, but
Let me say this. When the Play Hub works, it's phenomenal.
Sure.
Like, I love it. There's just me. I like having the timer on my phone. I like that. That's a cool concept. Like, I don't have to keep looking back at a timer. It's on my phone right there. Because you leave it up. That's nice, right? Like, always, you have to go time. You know how it is. Sometimes you sit at a table and the timer's behind you, right? Or the timer's not in your eyesight. So you have to take that
Or if
time.
you're blind
to
like me, you can't see.
look away from my board to find the time. Like, that's not what I want to do, right?
Sure.
If I'm my opponent, if I ask you for the time and we in a heavy game and I know we getting close, I'm not telling you the time. I'll be like, it's right there. Look, turn around, right? Like, and like, I don't know. Like, there are parts of it that I really do like, especially compared to Melee. But God, I don't know how they're gonna fix this in a month with the attitude they've had about it. I mean, they said it themselves. Like, well, we ran a 2,000 person stress test and it ran fine, and I was like, oh my God, that is the worst thing you could have said. Have you not met this community when Greg Tito said, "What's wrong with Pack Rush?" Do you see what happened to Tito? That boy got obliterated. Poor guy ain't been the same since. He ain't wore a Weezer shirt since. Poor dude.
It's a problem. I mean, there's another way. It's just a problem. Like, it's bad. The whole thing's bad. The play-up's bad.
Yeah, over here they got me fucking bleeding over this shit.
Yep, I know, huh? See, you got in a fight. Told you to stop. It's the play-up's bad.
I tried to play red purple.
Yeah, well, you didn't play it right. You didn't play it
The
right.
shit
that's
kicked out of me.
Yeah, I bet. The play-up's bad. I mean, we don't even have to like argue about it. Like, everyone knows that it's horrible. Like, it's really bad. So I would,
potential.
if I was them. Yeah. So does a newborn baby. But I mean,
So does red purple.
like the whole thing is bad, and they need to scrap it. And they need to start over. They need to fix whatever this round 2 thing is.
Why wouldn't they just put money into PlayHub and fix it? Like, they have the money. They just reprinted a whole set. That means they didn't pay for artists. They didn't pay for nothing.
they
They
have 33
literally
cards.
just
They talk
reprinted.
about it.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop there. But
No, look. This thing is like super obvious to me. It's a problem. It's not going to be resolved, and they're going to end up having to pivot. I'm actually pretty positive we're just going to end up using Melee.
I liked Melee. If they had a timer on Melee, we're better. They're better already.
Yeah.
If they had it.
Yeah.
I will say, let's not forget that there was multiple problems with Melee.
In the
Atlanta
first
had a big
DLC
problem.
ever, I feel like
but
that
Melee's
early
been
days
around.
it was
Like,
bad.
Melee's held events. Like, we are always going to have problems. It's the responses that we have gotten from Ravensburger that have been horrendous.
Abysmal.
They're horrendous responses.
but that's on brand.
It is on brand. It's 100% on brand. Let there be no doubt.
They're a puzzle company, guys. They know how to do puzzles, but
Fucking Chinese finger puzzle. We all just stuck in this.
well,
It's bad.
here we go. I'm stressed about this. We're gonna move on to the next topic, and I'm gonna.
Who you want to start? Who you want to? That's my question.
What up, Robbie?
Who gonna start this one?
Fuck. Damn.
You don't know
Jimmy,
where.
Let's hear it. I'll start off with the situation, and this is what I don't want to say no, but this is what I've heard and what I've read, and this is what I've seen with my own eyes. Okay.
We should duck race to see who gets to talk first.
I'll go last. It's fine.
I just want to explain what we're talking about, I guess, in a way.
Sure.
one of the biggest teams of Lorcana, Team Forbidden, well, that's not even team, the Forbidden Mountain,
LLC.
had a player who was caught cheating in multiple occasions. And it wasn't brought up, it was brought up just recently to be the problem when the problem should have been addressed way earlier. If it would have been addressed earlier, this would have not have been as bad as it is for them. And we all have to be respectful and understand that the Forbidden Mountain has done a shit ton for this community and a shit ton just overall for card everywhere, like just TCGs, okay? So I want to approach this slowly and really think about what y'all are saying when you do say these things. I know most of you have read all the facts that y'all can talk about this. I just personally want to say I feel terrible for the Forbidden Mountain, and I hope that they weren't at all involved. I want to believe that they were never involved in knowing that he was cheating, and if there was light shedded on him earlier, like I said, then it wouldn't be as of a speculation that they knew that he was cheating. So I just want to say that Dan, Dick, Melissa, all them great players that are just great for this community, great hosts, great just influencers in general. I'm sorry if y'all have gotten a lot of hate in the past week, and I want to say that y'all approached this with, in a way, and with my words, you did it with the right way. Maybe the first whole judge trial on Twitter, that was a bad idea. That was a real bad idea. But
I mean, in what context was it a bad idea?
I'll get into it a little bit deeper, and I'll let Jimmy kind of explain what his theories or his facts are that he knows about the situation, and then we'll go through everyone. Jimmy, you take it away, man.
All right. So what we know is Nunez was DQ'd for cheating, for having marked cards. We don't know what cards are marked. We have speculation on it. No one's actually confirmed anything. We don't know how they were marked. And then once it was out in the open that he was DQ'd for that, people came and shared their experiences with him in previous, which is, I think that's the best way to do it. Like, you can't just go accusing people, right? Like, in the finals against Diego, like, Diego called the judge didn't rule. Diego comes from Hearthstone, he didn't realize he should appeal. That's just what it is. But, like, he can't go out there and just accuse Nunez of cheating right there. Like, that has to be something you can go back and look on backwards to build a picture. Because, I mean, our team, or not really our team, but a friend of us,
yes,
of ours, has been through this, being accused of cheating when they,
I'll clarify. Pandemonium Gaming's teammate. I'll clear that up right now.
All right. So, and then what else happened? I think for me, the biggest issue is the TOs and Ravensburger not putting out any statements, right? The easiest thing PPG could have done is like, hey, it doesn't have to give people's names and stuff. I'd just be like, a deck check was done in top 4. One of the players, a judge found marked cards. He moved in, escalated to the next thing. Second judge found the same marked card independently without help. So then that was talk to the player. Then we talked to the head judge. We ruled based on that investigation, DQ by cheating. Like, that's it. Doesn't have to be, just have to be clinical. Just the basics, just a statement of facts. It would have helped so much. Instead, we had 2 days of just crazy speculation, and that's not the best.
Yeah. Well, I just, it's a tough situation. Like I said, it's not the best how they handled it at first. Like I said, with the whole trial, like Twitch trial thing, and with people coming forward later on,
Robot Combat.
Yeah, I mean, some of that stuff probably should be discussed internally. Like, Diego could have reached out behind the scenes to Dan or Dick or someone on the team.
Right.
Like, hey, this happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you had a good take. Like I said, I really do think that these major event holders should reach out and not only, I wouldn't say penalize, but have a stance. Like you said, they should have a stance, and they should show that this is not going to be accepted. Because as of now, if they don't, I hate saying this, if they don't ban him from any of these major events, he's just going to go by himself. He's not going to be on Team Forbidden Mountain. He's still going to be playing. I hate saying this,
You
but
think?
Yeah.
I think he disappears.
I hope he takes the time to figure out why he acted this way, and then come back maybe later on down the line with a better attitude and accepting that he fucked up. That, you know, like, people do fuck up, and if anybody really believes in second chances, it's me. I believe in people these days, which is it's crazy. I really like a comeback story. Like, I really like people changing and actually coming back and being who they want to be. You know what I mean? Because he's not who he wanted to be in those cheating moments, man. That's fucking bullshit. That sucks. That feeling sucks. It's a lot of pressure on a player to be a spotlight player and not perform. I think that's why Jordan didn't want to be a spotlight player in PPG's event. Because it's just a lot of pressure on a player to, you know, be that guy and go 0-3, like, at the start of an event. Like, it's just a lot of pressure. And look, that is not an excuse to cheat whatsoever. Not at all. But it's definitely in the back of his head while he's playing every game. That I'm a spotlight player. I should be winning. I'm one of the best. So it's
But are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna repeat what I said in the Discord. The better the player is, the more likely it is they cheat, because entitlement is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is.
You don't mark cards if you suck at the game, because it doesn't matter if you do.
So I'm gonna be.
Oh, you going last? You going last? You going last?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. I'm be nice. Nice.
Taylor, if you have something to add, go ahead and add it.
I'm gonna.
He want to get into it, so let me go, because I know it's gonna go off the rails real fast after him. I had the pleasure of playing Dick at CCS when we had all went. A hell of a dude. This dude was just like me at CCS. We were both like 0-3, sitting at like table 400 and something, and we got paired against each other, and we spent the majority of our time just talking. And he was one of the most down-to-earth players from a big team I met. Dude didn't even cut my deck. Like, was like, we shuffled, I gave him my deck, he gave me his deck, I cut his deck, and he just goes, all right, you good. And I was like, oh, you're not going to... So listen, I go, you're not going to cut? He goes, look where we're sitting. And I was like, that's a solid point. I was like, I'm not going to cut again. I was like, so I literally like uncut his deck again and put it back. And he laughs, and I had a good, like, just a good conversation with him. He's a good dude. I feel really bad what they're going through. Like, I couldn't imagine, you know, like, for me, like, it's not that serious. Like, even if I was in that position, it's still just I understand there's money on the line, and I understand that there's pressure, but there are things in my life that are way higher up on my ladder than cheating to be the best at this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me ask you a question so maybe you can clarify. It's not that serious, as in it's not that serious. You shouldn't be fucking cheating, right?
Yeah, like it's not like it's like
not that the cheating is unserious, because that
no,
is
the cheating itself is extremely serious,
Thanks.
and it's from the pictures I've seen. Because now they've come out with I think 3 or 4 different instances. One of which, like, I don't even, when I posted the pictures, I don't even, like Jimmy had said, like, I didn't even realize these pictures existed. Where one of which was in a DLC. It was his. It was his.
Yeah.
It was his Mickey win. Like that was when he got his golden Mickey, and it's clear as day that quick because he inks the Robin Hood because the Queen shift is a better line. Like, and it's like obvious and the guy calls it out. Like you can watch the video, and he's like, "Look," and they didn't
flip the card.
do anything.
He hands him the
And
card.
it's
and looks
super
at it, he's
obvious.
Like, ugh.
But like, does it really get to that point? Like, I don't want to say like, do you not have anything else going in life or anything? But like, are there not other things that are way more important than like cheating at a Disney card game? Like that's what I don't get. Like I understand there's money on the line, but like,
Is
I
money
don't know. I just feel
worth,
like losing
worth who you
like
are?
losing all the
as a
integrity. Yeah, like you lose all of your integrity, no matter what card game you go to after that. I mean, look, there's players now who are very good in Lorcana who have cheated in other card games, and it still follows them here. I mean, we just talked about it a couple of months ago about a member rule sharking somebody, right? But now acts like he's, this big pillar in the community trying to do right. If you did it in the other card game, you're probably gonna do it in this one. And I just don't understand why it's that big of a deal. Why is it that big of a deal to do it? Like, why is that, like, you have to take that much time out of your day and that much energy to go, you know what I'm going to do? And look, I saw some of them cards were marked. That doesn't, like, you put some work in. Like, warping that sleeve to where just...
times, you mean? I mean, like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the DLC. Though. Yeah,
Yeah, the DLC and all,
black
like...
was the worst I've
I was
ever
trying to make
seen.
sure.
Like-
honestly.
I'm like, how? Like, you had to, like, take time. Like what goes through your mind? That I'm going to take these cards, I'm going to know which ones I need to mark, and I'm going to rough them up just enough. And then how do you play anybody who doesn't see that and doesn't call for a judge to get it replaced? Like, how, like, or did it get called by a judge and he just replaced it out, like, switched it back after the game? Like, I just don't...
Judge didn't care at all. Judge was sitting right there. I mean, you can see
See,
it
like,
on the
that's-
video.
How, and I guess, like, Lorcana has something a lot of other card games don't have, which is a large base that this is a good chunk of the community's first competitive TCG. Like, I've, more times than not, other than it, like, at DLCs, I've ran into people that this is their first card game. I mean, it's my wife's first card game.
Mine too.
Like, it's the first time she's ever played a competitive card game. Like, it's not, and there's a ton like that. I didn't know it was Dom's
Yeah,
first
it's not
card
your
game.
first card game you played. You
No, me?
He said
Fuck
Dom.
no.
He
I've
said
been
Dom.
losing
He said
since
Dom.
1995 in card
Okay,
games,
yours.
baby.
I was like, what?
No. I'm talking about Dom. Dom's first card game.
Yeah.
She's still better than me, and she's only played card games for one year.
2 years now.
I don't
Kicking our ass for 2 years. So.
Don't.
I don't
remind
think
me.
anything like is like that you get. I understand we get prizing and all from all of these games, but like, and there's cash to be won. But like, is it really worth the integrity to cheat? Like, is it, like, at the end of the day, like, look at what's happening to him right now. I guarantee you, if he can go back in time, he would go back and fix everything and not cheat and just lose. And I lose.
Well, here's the thing. Just like what
Or,
happened.
yeah,
with
he probably
Hector,
maybe would cheat better.
Even if Hector didn't draw that extra card, he was still beating the shit out of Zan. It didn't freaking matter. It really didn't matter. So you need to really believe in yourself if you're a card player that you're supposed to be some of the best. You need to start believing in yourself. So that's a problem within. If you start believing in yourself, you're not gonna want to cheat. You're gonna say, "I got this without this shit." And look, it's. I know it's hard these days to, I'm intimidated by these good players and stuff. It's a fucking card game, guys. Like, it's chance. It's literally 40 to 50% chance. If you know how to work your deck, you don't need to cheat. You just play to the best of your ability and don't fucking cheat. That's it. Go ahead.
I wish them nothing but the best. I hope they get through it. I know when you play with someone for a large amount of time, I mean, they eventually become your friend. And I know it probably wasn't an easy decision for them.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how much they knew about the first couple of times. 'Cause I think that does change my demeanor on the topic a little bit.
Yeah, that's...
If it was there's, I can even let it go if this was the second instance they were informed about. Because if the first instance happened and he had a good excuse, which everybody said this dude was super charismatic. He probably had a phenomenal excuse, right? Like he probably was able to.
Jordan said
pull the pants off
he was
anybody.
bullshitting with him. So he cheated in the tournament, and Jordan still busted his ass. I'm just letting y'all know. Like, Jordan busted him up and 2-0'd him, and he was cheating against Jordan, supposedly. So,
I mean, I'm not all that surprised by it. Like, Jordan was his only loss, huh? Except into like the top 8.
Yep.
Yeah, like Jordan was his only loss. Like, I don't know. It's
Twist.
like I feel bad for them. They play with this dude. They play with him for almost 2 years, and then he does this, and then you got to give him the boot. Really happy. I'm happy and disappointed they didn't do the live stream. It was the right call not doing it. It would have been awesome to watch. Like the cynic in me was like morally I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then the other side of me was like, damn it. I really wanted to see like a public execution. Like we haven't seen these since like the 1800s. Like that chat would have been popping off.
I was
that
joking
chat would have been
about
popping
it too.
off.
So like it was a bad call. I'm glad that they redacted it, stopped it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I joked. I was like, I bought a freaking Lazy Boy and an 80-inch TV for this. Like,
yeah.
But
that's all I got to say on it. Cause now I'm just gonna watch the strain come off the tracks.
Yeah. All right. Taylor, lay in.
Yeah. So first and foremost, I think Forbidden Mountain did the right thing in two regards. One, by pivoting and making the call not to do this live stream was the right call. It 1,000,000% for them was monetization. They wanted people to tune in, join in. It was a big thing that happened for them. There was probably some excitement about it to begin with. They said it themselves like it was an emotional decision.
Not to interrupt you, but do you think that they were going to kick him off on this?
Yeah.
You think it was just going to be like...
No. I don't think they were going to kick him off. They were not going to kick him off on the live stream. I can't believe something like that would happen.
Okay.
I do believe no matter what, he was going to be kicked off the team. That decision was going to happen. For I think a multitude of reasons. The first reason is the brand itself. You cannot have a cheater associated with your team. We would do the same thing. I mean, we said it on Sunday or Monday in our Discord, like, hey, I'll be the first one to rip the jersey off of you and throw you outside in the cold in Milwaukee. I'll just do it. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care how long I've known you or you're a friend or not. We're trying to build a community here, and I'm not going to let anyone harm that. So, neither here nor there right now, but that's part of it. I 1,000,000,000% disagree that he should be given another chance. This is the third time he was caught on. Second time. There was 2 times on streams.
Yeah.
This wasn't streamed. They didn't even play the match. Locals, and look, I'm going to believe it right now. I know it's really unconfirmed, but his local scene has said that there's been incidences at the LGS
that he was swapping cards.
Yeah,
in between
things
matches.
of that nature.
Yeah,
he's a cheater. He has a problem. I don't know what Forbidden Mountain knew before. I think it's very unlikely they didn't know about the DLC incident. I think that's impossible for them not to know because their team member won the DLC. So it becomes a...
Wait, who? What?
I'm sorry,
he lost in the finals.
He lost in the finals. He came in second, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But your team member played in the finals.
Yes.
And it was streamed. You saw the match. You saw the card. Now it's all coming to fruition. The other thing about it is Forbidden Mountain is sponsored by Heavy Play Sleeves. And he was blaming the sleeves. So all of a sudden, you're impacting the money that your organization is making.
That's
you
wrong.
Can't do that as a player. Truth be told, that above everything else is probably why he was let go. You can't do that. So my bigger thing is that I really, really think that Forbidden Mountain needs to come out with this is what we know to have happened. I hate the fact, because we've been part of it, that rumors spiral. We don't know what cards were marked. We don't know what the conversations were. It doesn't do any good. This bullshit about, oh, well, there could be like legal ramification. There's not. What are we talking about here? Someone cheated at an event. They were not prized out. He did not get the top 4
We
prizes.
did not.
No, whoever came in 5th place in those like standings allegedly did, but he did not get prizing, which is the right call. Right,
You know what they did with that extra prizing? Did they split it between top 3?
There was no extra prizing. They gave it to 5th place.
5th place became
what
4th place.
5th place got something already is what I'm trying to say. So what?
It just trickled. I'm sorry. It just like trickled down.
Oh, okay. So
whatever the prize
17th
was,
would have
So
gotten
everyone moved up one spot.
17th
pretty
would
much.
have gotten 16th, and everyone
Yeah,
else.
I don't know how that ended up, but that's what I was told.
Okay.
I don't know if they like reached back out to that. I don't know what's happening.
If any of y'all know, comment at the bottom about
Yeah,
that.
please.
Let us
Yeah.
know. We
I
want
mean,
to
that's
know.
also important to know. Being it was
Yeah.
a 15K guarantee.
Yeah.
So there should be 15K given out.
Yeah.
Yep. And here's the other. So and that's the part to me that the other part that I think people just don't understand. And even we've said it here. That's why it mattered. This was an invite to nationals. There was real money on the line. People are going to cheat. You're going to play against somebody in Milwaukee that is going to cheat. It's probably not even that low of a percentage, okay? They may not even do it on purpose, there's always a conversation of, well, there has to be intent to be cheating. There does not need to be.
No.
As a bullshit
Unfortunately,
excuse
no.
from people that play in events that always seem to be winning, or something along those lines where they believe that, like, oh, well, I didn't intend to do it, so therefore it's not cheating. It is. I'm sorry. And look, we said the same thing when we had Hector on here. Hector cheated. Like, he drew that extra card. But what happened? Judge came over and ruled. Okay? And it was like, back it up as far as you can. Right or wrong, it doesn't matter. That's what occurred. They didn't play the game this time. There was no top 4 game play between these two competitors. And that means something really dramatic happened, like Jimmy was saying. You don't go from, hey, you're in the top 4, hope you make it, to, hey, buddy, you've been cheating, you're out. The excuse that he gave about the sleeves is total bullshit. He would have been better off just saying absolutely nothing. I do think Ravensburger should step in and say that he's not allowed to participate in events for all, just like they did with Clement. Or maybe the team just suspended Clement. I really can't remember what happened so many months ago.
No.
He got banned by
Ravensburger.
Ravensburger.
Yeah.
Ravensburger
So
came
there
back.
has to
going
be
on,
something.
so it didn't matter.
Yeah. And something has to be done. Like, even if it's like some level of suspension for 6 months or whatever it might have been, it doesn't matter. I just really think like something like that has to occur, because we saw it all happen. This was obviously a larger scale that would happen to like our teammate, but they need to come out and say exactly what happened, who he played against. Who he played against should have a gripe, because they can feel like they were cheated. What if you played against him and you were now X3 instead of X2, and that didn't lead you to day 2?
Yeah.
It's significant, and that's what matters. It's not just, the people in top 16 or top... No, it was the day before. It was everyone that he played against.
So
And that's the problem.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Intentionally cheating and unintentionally cheating.
Sure.
So intentionally cheating means you cheated the whole freaking day.
No.
With
Not to
marked
me.
cards.
Intentionally cheating means that you purposefully did something.
Yeah, right. But what I'm saying is,
you're
like,
disqualified.
in his case, he probably cheated all day. Okay.
Yeah.
Hector cheated one round
time.
against one person
Yep.
unintentionally.
Correct.
And
nothing happened.
yeah, okay, I understand that, but that's a whole nother story about the judge program that needs to be implemented into this game that
That was
doesn't
my last
exist.
point.
That's
Yeah.
a whole nother fucking ballpark that we're talking about. But Do we really crucify both of these players the same way?
No, and that's the problem too.
That's
And
where
that's
I
the
want
last
to get
thing.
at.
And that's what I'm about to get to.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, my bad.
What I was going to end up saying was that. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. What I was going to end up saying. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Now.
You're good.
Okay, so what he was gonna end up saying was he has no idea what he's talking about. He's just clickbaiting. he's rage baiting.
The big thing is there are tournament rules, and the tournament rules dictate why you can be disqualified.
Yes.
And one of those rules is cheating, and that's what he was disqualified for. Right? That's different than a gameplay error or anything like that, and the judge rules and
Right.
it's game loss
Like-
or a warning or
I feel like
right. So like
you go
there's
ahead.
two completely different things.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me jump back in. I apologize. Here's what it was. Let's talk about the first situation. One, who was the top 4 player that David was supposed to play?
Doug something.
Yeah, it was
Doug
the guy who came in second.
Who did Hector draw 8 cards against?
Zan.
There's a difference. We immediately know it was Zan. We don't even know Doug's last name. The person that you cheat against or you play against matters. And when you are the cheater, like in David Nunez's case, it matters because you're on a prominent team. And that audience finds out about it quickly. Not everyone, but some people associated with the Forbidden Mountain at the time of the Hector incident and other incidences have been hypercritical of people that this has occurred to, with really no regard to like, let's find out everything first. It's difficult for me, even though I believe that they made the right decision, to also extend to them a level of courtesy that they have not always extended to other people. And I think that is why they should have an account of what occurred. Everyone would know. Stop the rumors. PPG should say what should occur. What occurred, excuse me. Forbidden Mountain should. And I will say this. I have nothing wrong with them saying cheating. If no one's watching, just the air quotes thing and their thing. They're just referencing what cheating is in the rules. They weren't like, it's not really cheating. That's not what they were saying in that. No. We can all kind of like move past that, right? That was fine. But it is that type of situation where, you have to be able to have the same amount of angst you had towards others when it happens to yourself in the same regard, and they don't. And that's a problem. I haven't been like hyper positive with them. I thought David Nunez's like speech that he put out there sucked. Like the statement, I'm sorry, that he made. I thought it was awful, and I posted in like quote tweeted his thing. Hey, if I was playing against the Forbidden Mountain, I would certainly call a judge. I would certainly pay the closest attention I've ever paid when playing against somebody, unless they move on from him, and they did. But they need to come out and do better. They've been radio silent for the most part, all of them. Yeah. I'm not about to jump into this lore cast that we're going to see on tomorrow, the 18th, and have everyone trying to get Greg Tito to say Dick Burns' name, right? Like we have to understand, and they have to understand that people are giving them a lot of the benefit of the doubt. And I agree, like, hey, the team didn't cheat. You had a bad player, and you removed the bad player. Great. That is exactly what you're supposed to do. Yes. But give us an account of exactly what happened. Tell the truth. Say your player cheated because they did, and go after them because they're no longer in your team, okay? Don't care if you're friends with them or not. And this is what happened. This shouldn't have happened. That's why he's not on the team anymore. That has to come out from them. Because if not, they will never again go after another person that's accused of cheating. They may never bring it up again. Yeah. I wouldn't do it with them. I think it's fine to be critical of them. I think it's fine to not give David Nunez another chance. I think he's cheated multiple times. I certainly would call a judge if he ever sat across from me. I would say, I need you to stay here because I don't trust my opponent. He's a known cheater.
Yeah.
And that could be harsh. And guess what? It's deserving because you did it. And that's what it comes down to. The intent was there with him. It was malicious. It was done because of, like, everything Jimmy said was exactly true. The charisma that these people have when they go and they talk to you, it's all part of the act. It's part of their persona, so that you can't possibly think that I'm doing the wrong thing because I've been so nice to you.
And I've been so good at this game.
Yeah, it's how scams work. It's how older people fall for these scams and stuff. They just want to believe these types of things. It's how it happens. That's what this person has done. And he should be banned. He should be banned, give him the same suspension that Clement got. Because in my estimation, this is worse than what Clement did. By far. By far. Rules sharking and then having a judge agree with you, that judge made a bad call. And a player got hurt for it. A judge made the right call. A team got hurt for it. And then you have the player saying that, I don't agree with what occurred. I wasn't doing this. Yet, what about the last time? And the time before that? And what your locals are saying? And all these things. It's a bad look. They need to say something. We need to know exactly what happened and why it occurred. It has to happen.
Yeah. I'll add on that and say that these organizations need to speak up majorly too. And like I said, we don't have enough time to talk about this judge program problem that we have in this game, where we like I play Gundam, and as soon as the game came out, set one, they already had a judge program like ready, locked in. People could apply, study, start the judge program, and get approved as an official Bandai judge for Gundam. Why don't we have this shit? Why? Like Ravensburger, why do we not have this? Because this would help a lot in not just this situation, but so many different situations that we are going to deal with and deal with in the future from now. So again, we can't get too deep into the whole judge shit, but Taylor, I love you, man, but I believe in second chances, but maybe far from now. I think you're right. I think he should be disqualified from this whole season.
Yeah, I think because it was a CCQ, that they better tomorrow address the situation on the Lorecast and announce a season-long ban.
Yeah, at least the season.
Yeah, the season until
the season. That's fair.
Until World is over.
Much, to be honest with you, I think it might be a lot.
Until World is over.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And then I don't know if this is right. I keep seeing Clement in China. Was he playing in China? Like, was he allowed?
The ban's over.
His ban was for 6 months, and it was during when there was no events. So it wasn't really.
You didn't get a ban from anything.
Ravensburger, get your freaking shit together. This is embarrassing. Embarrassing.
Sarcastic about his return.
Yeah, screw that dude.
So
I'm not gonna lie. When you win, like when you come back and your first rule, like the first thing you do is get on an app and work your way up and change your name to Guess Who's Back. Like,
that's so disgusting.
Like I didn't have respect for him before, but now I definitely I didn't think I could have less, but I do.
And here's what I'm saying: like, we're not saying give him a second chance.
No, I'd say
why would we give David Nunes one?
Look, I'd say I'm not saying don't give him a second chance, but if you're gonna get a second chance, you better be fucking humble about it, and you better act better than any player that I've ever seen in this game. You better be helping the 2-year-old how to play the game and beat you. If you're not that, get the fuck out of here. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, this is a card game that we want to enjoy and play together. We don't want to play against cheaters. We don't want to play against rule sharks. We don't want to play against any of these cretins that don't respect people. Just don't respect people. Their time, their money, their effort. They don't respect any of it. They just think that them. So again, if you can change your perspective over a span of a decent ban, come back as a humble player and prove everyone wrong that I am not that piece of shit that I was. I would love to see it. I love the comeback story. I don't love the players that do make it back and do well, but I love seeing that people can change in this community. Like just in card games in general. I mean, we've had plenty of people that have been caught cheating that are playing Lorcana now that have not even been talked about. They cheated in many other games, different formats, different everything. So like, I don't want to get too deep into that either. So again, I guess I'm the nice guy that wants everyone to have a second chance. If you fuck up that second chance, behead him. Behead him. That's where I'm at. Like behead him and let's have the trial. Let's let everyone watch and fucking make fun of him and throw apples at him. I don't care. We could do all of that. But if you screw up your second chance, yeah, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve to be around people that are as good as this community gets. I guess that was my final thought there. Jimmy, what's yours?
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I believe in second chances, and just get to see what they do. But the biggest thing is, yeah, for sure, judge player. But players need to be vigilant. They need to understand that some people just aren't good people, and that's just the way it is.
Sucks.
So, yeah.
Sucks. That's all I gotta say. I feel
definitely.
bad for him.
Hopefully, Ravensburger releases a suspension on him. Hopefully, we can somehow convince PPG and Pastimes, Ravensburger to release statements when things like this happen. Because, like, you know, I mean, there were like 4 or 5 people DQ from the U.S. Nats last year. And
they got swept under the rug immediately.
Yeah, we all it's all hearsay of what happened. You know, some of us have talked to some people, and some people talk to other people, and whatever.
Yep.
So, but we need to know exactly who and what and when and where, so we can be vigilant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a great idea. Robbie, final thoughts.
Don't cheat. It ain't that serious. I know there's money on the line, but like, there's definitely way more to life than cheating at a Disney card game.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with. Like, I don't care. Like, there's no amount of money in the world that would get me to cheat.
Yeah.
At a Disney card game. Like, I just don't. Like, I guess it's different for me because I got kids, right? Me and Taylor got kids. Like, I can't imagine cheating at a card game and then like 10 years later, 5 years later. Yeah, like you know, like, hey, like, oh, don't cheat in school and don't cheat at this, or oh, look at all these trophies Dad won from cheating. Like, it just don't work. Yeah, I don't like it. But I mean, hey, if you can
beat Lily if I don't cheat.
you just, I'm gonna tell you right now from experience, I wasn't defeated until 2 weeks ago against Lily. Now I'm 0-1. I told everybody I was undefeated against Chance for 2 years.
You still are.
And then finally we played. That was only because we never played against each other. And I played him and I won. And I was like, finally, I'm still undefeated. I said, but you're not undefeated against me, Chance. It's the same thing with Lily. I was undefeated until I played her. But that's all I got.
All right, Taylor, final thoughts. What you got, man?
I have nothing. I said enough. That's
You
it.
said enough?
Yeah, I agree. Don't cheat. I'm looking forward to whatever happens in Milwaukee, whether it's good or bad. My focus right now is on before I switch to before I switch to Blurple. It's going to end up being how can I make Red Purple work? And I feel like I'm pretty close right now, but it's not fun.
Yeah.
A lot's got to go right. It's not fun. So I'll be playing Blurple or Amber Steel. I have a feeling really quick. I don't know. Yeah. Or I'm just going to go play the Infinity Side events. I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
It'll be fun.
Because at 3 weeks after the DLC, Winterfell? What was it called? Whispers in the Well. Sorry, Whispers in the Well goes out and
Boosting. We got
allegedly,
Nas.
allegedly, we have some reprints coming. I'm not gonna mention that on.
I'm gonna be pushing 28 pounds of boost in my deck. Yeah, I got a little snip, to say. I'm sorry, Team Forbidden Mountain, that y'all had to go through this shit. It sucks. Yeah. I really want to believe that y'all didn't know, and if you did know, that it was just a fellow friend that you were like, dude, you really gotta fucking stop doing this shit, and he just didn't want to listen. So, y'all should make a statement. Y'all really do need to make a statement. PPG needs to make a statement. Robinsburger needs to make a statement. And all these other major circuits like CCS and SSG and shit like that need to step up and follow with these statements also, so we can all align together. Other than that, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll see y'all in Waco. I'm gonna have some fun in Waco. Got a couple of us going, so yeah, that's about it. So we appreciate y'all watching. I know we ramble a lot and talk a lot of shit, and sometimes we're entertaining, sometimes we're not, but we're here. We're here and giving you the most news possible. And check us out for Duck Tech. I think it's our third one at this point. We're going to do one with Jordan and covering his Blurple deck. That'll be coming out fairly soon. And we got a couple other podcasts in the works, so stay tuned. We're gonna try to light up the Lorcana scene with a little bit of pizzazz and a little bit of other just different stuff, not just all this shit that we're just talk serious talk all the time. So we thank y'all for tuning in, and y'all have a good day, and see y'all in Waco.
Peace.
See you later. Thanks.
Later.
Under the beams, where the shadows dance, a tankard of ale in each eager hand's chance. The snuggly duckling, a haven so bright, with laughter and cards under candlelight. Shuffle the deck, let the fortunes unfold. In the snuggly duckling, their stories retold, with kings and queens and a jokester's cheer. This merry old pub will always hold dear.